It was only opened in 2020, but quickly became one of the league's most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Straight ahead, it's an AFC intra-conference contest. It's the Houston Texans and the LA Chargers.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And off we go from SoFi. His return starts at the 5. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is first and 10. Motioning the tight end now. Out of the air to start us off. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a short gain.
So much credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ballgame.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Drive in dire straits, it's 3rd and 9. Shotgun now, first round. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. And partner, I think we just got to look at what's going to be one of their biggest challenges in this one, operating quick enough to neutralize that pass rush.
That's right, and I know it's very, very early, obviously the opening drive, but hits like that compound. That's why defenses stress it each and every week to get after the quarterback, because hits like that can have an effect throughout.
So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10.
Go.
On the carry, this is Najee Harris. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Set. Ready.
No run here with Amari on Hampton. And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
They're set up at the 35 now.
Set.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. First time this game they've looked to him, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Set. Set.
From the pistol, it's Herbert. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Ray Harris, the intended target there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. And we're seeing this more and more these days, mixing some deep looks into that opening script. Brock test all levels of the secondary. They held up there.
Yeah, and it's not going to be the last time this defense will be tested. This group likes to push the ball down the field. They answered the call that time.
This is hauled in by Harris. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Texans nothing. Cameron Dicker.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And it didn't look like he was seriously considering a return there, did it? So that touchback going to come out to the 35.
35-yard line.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Tony.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
On the quick, right?
From the gun, Stroud. That's incomplete on 2nd down. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Oh, ready. 18.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. This one's to Kirk out left side. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
1st and 10, around to Nixon. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Oh, right.
Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Houston.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43.
Oh, right. 18.
Back to throw, Stroud. He's got a man left. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
To number 13.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Here we go. 18. That's right.
From the 38. Right back to Kirk, and he's got it again. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They have themselves another 1st and 10.
Now, that's right.
Working inside the red zone. And in for the Houston touchdown. The Texans reach pay dirt for the first time this game. And with that score, he's reached a benchmark he's long had his eye on. 30 touchdowns in one season. And he's going to come away pleased with how well he has played to put up that kind of number this year. Point after up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans tie this game 7-7.
Taimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Chargers getting set. 1st and 10.
Set.
Here's Hampton to open the drive. He doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. There's Nick Scorton there on the play.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Go.
Here's Herbert. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Set.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. And it's incomplete, so that's going to bring up 4th down.
I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up. That can sure help to get yourself off the field with that 3rd down stop.
And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped.
At their own 23-yard line.
Texans to the line. 1st and 10. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. Looks like they give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. 18.
Motioning left is their running back. 2nd and 8. Connects downfield, on target to Dell. They're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. A give to Mixon up the middle. Wasn't a fan of what was ahead there, Brock, but the bounce outside doesn't fare any better. He gets a lone yard at 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
All right. 18. That's it.
To the air, Stroud. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was hoping to get it to Tank Dell there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Well, That was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Here we go. Let's go. 18.
Here's Stroud. He sends this one to the end zone. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds.
Hey, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and third downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Hampton. Nearly starts the drive with the 1st down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down. Herbert now off the play fake. Downfield, and he has McConkey. And he is hauled down right at that midfield strike. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Chargers will have a 1st.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
1st and 10, give to Harris. And he manages to get back to the line, but no further, as we're at the end of 1. That's the end of 1. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We're back to SoFi right after this. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Charger football. They have 2nd and 9 for their 1st play. Hampton now up the middle. This is ahead for about 5. Jalen Petrie there on the stop.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Herbert and a throw on 3rd. That's knocked away. The linebacker got him in the middle of the field. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
J.K. Scott on the punt. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. And that gets out of bounds down inside the 20. It looks to be at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10.
All right.
They begin the drive with Chubb. And this winds up being an excellent play for them from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup, and the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
Houston.
Okay, to run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
Try to throw on 1st down. And Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Here we go.
It's mixed in on second down. And they find him after just a yard. It's third down.
We know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
On the quick, right? 18.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the sack. Tommy Townsend on to punt. And he's only a handful of yards from his own goal line. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Herbert. Buying some time right. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Do you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game the defenses are on those kind of plays? Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that outlet.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Throwing on first is Herbert. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That one intended for Trey Harris. And now they face 2nd down.
Timing is everything in life. Timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
2nd and 10. Herbert trying again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Defense's first sack of the game, Cade. We can now see some of the negatives, the trade-offs of his great running ability. When he tries to create, well, he can find himself going backwards, and in this case, a really big loss.
He's throwing deep to the left side. Forces one through double coverage. Now it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Petrie. And the Texans take over on his 5th interception of the season.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. 1st down throw by Stroud. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. Hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, a give to Mixon. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal game, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
All right.
From the 24. Throw right side. Dell has it. And this one does not go far.
Well, that's a modest little drag route. But if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
The Chargers into a nickel set, 3rd down.
All right. Swap. Love a swap.
Shotgun now for Stroud. He's got it, complete to Collins. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10.
All right.
Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Chubb will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Cage. It's a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
They're lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from inside the 1. Here's another for it. And he's stopped for a loss again, this time at the 3.
That's twice now. The runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you kind of set yourself up. Actually, you set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Back to the 3 after that last play. It's 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Let's go.
Here's Stroud now. And he will score. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans parlay the interception into points. Nico Collins with the touchdown. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Texans break that tie and now lead by 7.
Chargers 7.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And 2:01 on the clock. This is going to take us inside the 2-minute warning. 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And he won't escape this. The Texans take him down. We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. The Chargers with a lot of work to do to get into scoring range. Might be time to reach in the bag of tricks on 2nd down. 16 to go following the sack. Trying again following the sack. This is cut downfield by Rice. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. A gain of 27 yards there. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You can go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you can depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. Couldn't get it to Aronde Gadsden the 2nd. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Jeez, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative this quarterback stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
2nd and 10 now. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. We should have had another one there. Defense getting opportunity after opportunity to pick it off. But 2 in a row now have slipped away.
And 10 yards
that was it.
Go.
That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
And is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to 4th down. The Chargers lined up in punt formation. J.K. Scott will kick it away. And this one never had a shot. It's well over the goal line and the end zone entirely. That'll be a touchback. Texans to the line. 1st and 10.
Over. 18.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
They'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion. They send a man in motion. Back to the air they go on 2nd. Stroud. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. He's got it deep downfield. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot.
Over.
Again, this is Mixon. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Here's 2nd and 14. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Here we go.
From the gun, Stroud. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Tendencies tend to show themselves, Kate, and really come to life on 3rd downs. Right? They want to go to their best receiver. Defense knows it. They know that tendency. They double it, and they make the play.
This one strikes down at the 1, and predictably into the end zone it goes for the touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Set.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. To the right and pulled in by McConkey. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 of the
Herbert from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Launches one deep downfield. He's got it inside the 25. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
1st down.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. It's Herbert once more. And that's a Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers earn the chance to tie before halftime. Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chargers tie things up at 14.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. This return starts at the 5. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. First down, Stroud. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
And the Texans first down.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Stroud to throw on first down. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for one, maybe 2 more snaps. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it's going to be second down.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, Stroud. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Chargers get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Set. 380. Go.
All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And that is a crunching hit that ends our opening half.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Well, we're set up for an incredible second half. All tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Textbook hitch route. Hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Ready.
Now an inside handoff to Harris. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. Give him 13 on that play. And the Chargers will have a first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Harris once more. He finds some space again. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
1st and 10, Herbert. Has a man, it's Tyler Conklin. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, it came at the perfect time.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it'll be 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal.
380.
From the pistol, it's Herbert. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
That's an example right there where you just simply got to be on the same page with each other and get both ends of the play right to execute. They want that one back.
Dicker connects there. And they've taken back the lead.
Well, that didn't take too long. One series in, and he's given them the second-half lead.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Return starts at the 3. This makes it up to the 25.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10.
Already.
Wanting to start the drive with Mixon. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
Your one defender failed. Well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
On the quick, right? 18.
To the air, Stroud. Gets everything he has under this throw. He drops it. Oh, a huge gain in hand, but he couldn't finish the catch. Trying getting it to Nico Collins. It's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, you can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. It just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Tony.
Now it's Stroud. He's looking deep once again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Nico Collins, the intended target. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. The Texans set to punt. Before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Set. Go.
They'll start with a give to Harris. He cuts it to the right sideline. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserves maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
Now an inside give to Hampton. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Okay, the 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. From the 34. Finds him over the middle. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. They pick up 20 yards there. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says two things in every production meeting. Number one, well, we got to stop the run. And number two, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute. Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it.
And he gets in, touchdown! The Chargers make it a 9-point advantage. Dicker on now for the PAT. The point after splits the upright. And the Chargers make it a 10-point ball game.
Chargers 24, Texans 14.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And nope, not chancing this one. Knee down for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. Round throwing here on 1st. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. Well, he already has himself one interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, can sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on.
And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
1st and 10, around to Mixon. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. From the 23. Looking right, and he finds it. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. He manages a gain of 8 there. And it sets up a Houston 1st. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. Almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
They give inside to Chung. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
Okay, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense right there on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Here we go.
Chung can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Thankfully, not a big loss last play. They're at the 2, 2nd and goal. Stroud off the play fake. Has it in close. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Now Stroud on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Kaimi Fairbairn out there now to try a field goal for the Texans on this 4th down. This is a chip shot from the left hash. Up and good from Fairbairn. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Fields this one at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Hampton to open the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
2nd and 10 now. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this 3rd quarter. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's Chargers football as they try to hang on to a lead in a close game. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Herbert now. Into the hands of Ganson. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
I think my favorite part was the magic he works after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Running behind center with Harris. Drops by the 1st guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Shotgun give to Hampton. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And the Chargers will have a 1st.
And the Chargers.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled. The catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
So still 10 to go on 2nd from the 33-yard line. Back to the air, Herbert. He's got Quentin Johnson complete. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Going right this time with Hampton. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some quick push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Hampton. Wow, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
Set.
Back to throw. Here's Herbert. Johnson finds the football, complete. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal.
Set.
A run with Harris. And he takes it into the end zone for the LA touchdown. The Chargers go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Najee Harris, the touchdown. Dicker on now for the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Chargers double their lead to 14.
Chargers 31. Texans 17.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And it looks like he's going to opt not to bring this one out. So they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 35. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Throw right side, Dell has it. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield.
Here we go.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. 2nd down coming up. And this goes for every player in every sport, Brock. Fatigue in the 4th quarter. So that can mean dropped interceptions just as much as it can mean a dropped catch, too.
And believe it or not, Kate, quarterbacks, they can get fatigued, too. Maybe not as much physically as their buddies running around and hitting, but mentally. You just get tired there as a passer. You start to assume, and that's a dangerous place to play.
Caught, nice game left side. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They get 27 on the play. And it sets up a Houston 1st.
Move the chains. Got to move them chains. Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Again, Stroud. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
To the air yet again. It's Stroud. This one's caught. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
All right.
Here's Stroud again. And he can't hang on. Touchdown in his arms. It slips through. 2nd down coming up.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
Here we go. 18. What's up?
Throwing again. It's Stroud. And oh, he got it. Interception. Picked by Alohi Gilman. And the Chargers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Stroud's pass intercepted. The Chargers
LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
22-yard line.
Carried by Harris here to start the drive. He stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
It's Hampton on 2nd. to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light. Well, on him as a runner, of course, you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage.
One thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Chargers getting closer to their 10th win of the season. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back to Hampton. Broke through the tackle. And he takes this to the 38, so it's going to be 3rd and very short.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard.
Ready.
Oh, and they're going to have the fullback trying power for it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
See, I'll be honest with you, Kate. They say that football is cyclical. Well, I sure hope we see the fullback come back. There's just something about that guy. Something about that position. And he just showed you right there, going to get you a first down. They can be difference makers, too.
They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
Okay, time for the defense to think about getting that ball back. And this is where you've got to conserve every second. Got to expect a timeout coming any moment now.
They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So the Chargers come away with a win in this one. And this thing of losing such a close one the week before, apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week.